Twitter for business. Twitter is a perfect fit for consumers and businesses alike. With this powerful, easy-to-use communications platform, you can quickly share information, gather intelligence, and build real-time and long-term relationships with customers and partners. Follow these tips to start seeing real value. You will need a computer with internet access and a little ingenuity. Step 1. Create a company profile. Go to twitter.com and click Sign Up Now. Then, type your company name in the full name and username boxes, and follow the on-screen instructions to set up your account. Step 2. Personalize the profile to give your company a face. In Settings, upload a picture and add the names of people who will be tweeting on the account. Because space is limited to one line in the bio section, many companies put additional information in the background image under the Design tab. Step 3. Start building relationships. Write Twitter updates called tweets about breaking business news, post links to sites or articles your followers might be interested in, repost other tweets you like, and make followers feel like insiders with behind-the-scenes looks at your company. Using a casual tone brings you closer to customers. Step 4. Discover what people are saying about your product or service. In the search box, type the name of your company, brand, or products and look for instances where it's mentioned. Leverage what you learn to enhance your strategy and improve your products and services. Remember that everyone's opinion is valid. Monitor @messages or public messages directed at you on the right side of your Twitter homepage. Step 5. Connect with your customers. If someone sings your praises, jump in to say thanks and offer helpful hints. If someone has an issue with your product or service, take time to address their concerns. Every interaction with a customer can become a positive experience. Step 6. Give your customers real value by posting exclusive coupons and information about sales and special events. Twitter helps you figure out what your customers want and how to give it to them. Step 7. Take note of what works for you and what doesn't. Evaluate customer feedback, interaction with your followers, and engagement levels. As you come up with new ways to effectively use Twitter, you'll notice a bump in customer satisfaction and the bottom line. Did you know? Dell Outlet, a division of the computer manufacturing giant, has generated more than $3 million in revenue leads as a result of its Twitter posts.
Frank Eliason, probably the most famous customer service manager in the U.S. and probably the world, is the official title director of digital care for Comcast, the largest provider of cable TV, internet, and phone services. He came up with the idea of using Twitter to interact with the customers of Comcast and providing renowned customer service to those seeking out answers and addressing important customer complaints. To the left of the Twitter page, Comcast lists their hours of operation for when you would most likely receive a response from a live customer representative. To further explain how Twitter helps businesses become more customer-oriented, one particular JetBlue follower has an interesting story. On his way to Denver, he believes someone accidentally hit the thermostat, and he tweeted a complaint to JetBlue that his flight was way too hot. 2 minutes later, JetBlue responded, acknowledging his complaint and provided a brief explanation as to why he experienced what he did. Not only does JetBlue tend to services like this one, they also provide last-minute deals on travel fares to those who follow them on JetBlue Cheaps. Because Twitter is a real-time information network that connects you to the latest information about what you find interesting, Dell uses Twitter to quickly share information with people interested in their product and services. They gather real-time feedback and build relationships with customers, partners, and other influential people. Another great aspect Dell provides is their support accounts on Twitter. They offer their services to Japan's business customers, professional IT support, Spanish, French, Italian, German, Portuguese, Swedish, and Nordics support with their live chat availabilities listed on their company website. Overall, Twitter has the ability to drastically determine the outcome of a customer's experience with any company. Using this social networking device allows businesses and customers to come together more retrieve great company incentives, and receive ultimate customer care.
Now, on to Google Blogs for Business. There are several companies that do a great job of utilizing Google Blogs. If you remember from our last great video we did that basically did a rundown and tutorial on how to use Google Blogs, the social site itself doesn't do much but link you to the stories you want to read so you don't have to go out and look for them. So basically, for a company to use Google Blogs, they just have to have an RSS feed, which almost every company has, because they want you to know what's going on with their service or product. One RSS feed that many people that use a reader are subscribed to is the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal is a business magazine that covers news both nationally and internationally and is read by a vast majority of people in the physical form of an actual newspaper and by millions of people online every day that are subscribed. The Wall Street Journal uses their RSS feed to constantly keep the readers up to date on current and developing news stories around the world. The second a new article or video is available on their actual page, it is also shared directly to all the people who are subscribed to their RSS feed. As you can see, we have several different options of feeds to subscribe to. The category that we are currently viewing is the Wall Street Journal for the United States. You can see at the top there are also Wall Street Journal blogs, where Wall Street Journal writers share what they have to say about particular topics, videos that they have to share, and podcasts of certain shows that they offer. Inside of each of these categories, subscribership can become even more filtered. For example, here on the News and Commentary tab, just look at all the different options and specific categories you can get into. By having this area of social media, the Wall Street Journal is doing a great job of using an RSS feed for business. This allows you as a user to get a much more tailored version of the Wall Street Journal, and it's still great for the Wall Street Journal because they can figure out what their users are least and most interested in. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, another company that does a fantastic job of utilizing an RSS feed for business is Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream. Ben & Jerry's calls their RSS feed the Moose feed to tie the connection to their mascot and the fact that ice cream is a dairy product. As you can see from the look of the page, it has a very relaxed and playful feel to it, just like everything else about Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Instead of users having the plethora of options to choose from like on the Wall Street Journal site, they simply have one feed that covers everything that has to do with Ben & Jerry's. This is more than likely due to the fact that there is obviously much more news to discuss than Ben & Jerry's would have to talk about with ice cream. Like I said before, there are already thousands of companies that utilize RSS feeds all over the world, but it is still a fairly new thing. One thing to take notice of is on both of these websites, they both tell what an RSS feed actually is and how to go about getting the software to use one. This is a clear indicator that many people don't really know how to use an RSS feed or even know that they exist. In the future, RSS feeds will be something that even more businesses use, exercising both their current model of usage, and I'm sure they will also find new ways to make an RSS feed and social media work for them.